11:55. Just 5 minutes to midnight. Enough time for one more episode of the Tape Tomb. One more episode before 12 to keep us chill. Tonight we talk about the John Carpenter classic that, although it sank at the box office opening weekend, remains a favorite of mine to this day. We're talking about the 1980s classic, The Fog. Hoist the sails, let's enter the Tape Tomb. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Tape Tomb, a show where each week I set my money on fire to build my ever-growing horror VHS collection, and I get to talk about some of my favorite movies with you. This week's movie has it all. Jamie Lee Curtis, Adrienne Barbeau, Mr. Irresistible, Tom Atkins, cursed ghost zombie pirates, and a shit ton of fog. What more could you possibly want from a John Carpenter movie? No, stop it. Stop it. That previously stated horror royalty lineup doesn't stop there. We also have Jamie Lee's super famous mom, Janet Leigh, who starred in Psycho, and the booze-sipping pastor of Antonio Bay is played by none other than Hal Holbrook. If you haven't seen The Fog, I don't know how, but somehow, someway, you heard it from us, and I think that's worth a like and subscribe. We could do it again. Lock your windows, bolt your doors, and roll the film. There's something in The Fog. Welcome to the small coastal town of Antonio Bay. It's a special day. The town's been approaching its 100th year since being founded. Everyone is just going about their daily routines, being a radio DJ, local inebriated pastor, or a lady killer, when strange things start to happen. Father Malone's wall suddenly bursts to reveal his grandfather's diary, revealing dark secrets about the town's foundings. The windows of Nick Castle's vehicle suddenly explode after picking up a hitchhiking Jamie Lee Curtis, and a strange fog bank is rolling in out of nowhere.
There's no fog bank out there.
Yeah, there is.
Fog bank out there.
Look again.
Hey, there's a fog bank out there.
Told ya. So what's in the fog? Ghost pirates!
Zoinks!
These skelly boys are seeking revenge on the town for its ancestors purposefully sinking their ship and taking their gold by rolling in that thick fog and terrorizing the townspeople by not messing around and showing up straight at their doorsteps to take care of business. All while this is going on, we have Scream Queen Adrienne Barbeau playing Stevie Wayne, our local radio DJ, who does her best to help inform everyone of Antonio Bay when the fog is rolling in, be a mom, and somehow survive playing the constant jazz music she spins on air for multiple hours at a time. Elizabeth Solly, Nick Castle, and Father Malone, although all investigating different parts of the town's history, ultimately find each other and help unlock the town's mysteries and hopefully put a stop to the fog. This movie is what we would call a slow burn. It doesn't have a lot of gore, and initially, it was a box office blunder, so why do we like it? Well, for starters, this movie's right there at the top for me for best horror movie intros ever, right next to Halloween 4. It really sets the pacing and the feel for the entire movie. This random fisherman, sea captain guy sitting by the fire telling ghost stories to the local kids delivers an eerie glimpse into the backstory of the town and delivers a warning. I hate to say it because it's the very beginning of the movie, but it's probably my favorite part of the entire film. Don't get me wrong, the climax is definitely worth waiting for, but I absolutely love this scene. Secondly, I love the minimalist approach that this movie takes. Most of the scenes where we have our ghost skeleton pirates, they're solid flat colored backgrounds with just a little bit of light peeping through and a ton of fog rolling in, so you get to hyper focus your attention on these super cool skelly boys. They got rotting flesh, hooks, and swords, and they bring a heavy blue color palette with them in every scene that we can't help but love, that really helps pop those spooky red glowing eyes and create some pure moods.
Imagine a world.
Not those kind of pure moods. Less enigma and more hardcore Scooby-Doo color palette. The Fog is one of Carpenter's most underrated films ever and needs to be done justice. And I'm not talking about a reboot. Pump your brakes there, kid. We did that already and we don't talk about that movie. I'm talking about putting it back in circulation again. I'm sick of TV channels these days who boast that they're doing horror movie marathons during October, put stupid movies on their lineups. A couple years ago, I saw one channel boast that they're doing a horror movie marathon all October, and what they did was run Tremors 1 through 4 multiple times in that day for a different time slot multiple times throughout the month. Why the hell would we do that? Sure, the first movie, I get it, but no one needs to watch 2 through 4. We could have The Fog instead. It's pretty tame, all things considered. It doesn't have a lot of gore. It's a really classic, cool ghost story. It doesn't have any nudity in it for you parents trying to get your little monsters into the genre. We love the fog, wherever it may be. Antonio Bay, our VCR, the garage, so of course you know it's a perfect fit for us here at the Tape Tomb. Here's some interesting facts about the fog. My favorite scene, the very beginning one, was never actually meant to be in the movie at all. After the movie was done being chopped up and ready to go, it wasn't long enough, so this was actually one of the scenes that they added amongst many others to actually just extend the length of the movie. Father Malone's assistant Bennett that we see at the very beginning of the film for a short period of time is actually John Carpenter himself. Carpenter actually shot this movie in anamorphic widescreen Panavision, and what this did was give it a wider, grander kind of feel because he was concerned about it being a low-budget movie. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of the Tape Tomb. I've been your blue beanied host, Larry Downs, and if you liked this episode, make sure you click that like and subscribe button down below, or leave us a comment telling us what you think about The Fog or other movies that we should do here on future episodes. Or tune into our live stream on Twitch multiple times a week under the same name, Nightmare Fuel Streaming, just like on YouTube. We play some of the coolest horror and sci-fi games multiple times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 10. You can hop in the chat and tell us that our opinions are wrong, but you still like us anyway. We have Instagram now. Check that out under the same name, Nightmare Fuel Streaming, just like YouTube and Twitch. I post pictures all the times about behind the scenes stuff, teasers for upcoming episodes, or just general funny things that I think that you'll enjoy. Or don't forget to tune into our sister series, Airlock Shock, starring Nick Haskin every other Wednesday here on Nightmare Fuel Streaming. He talks about sci-fi movies just like we do with the horror movies here at the Tape Tomb. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. This is Larry Downs signing off. Stay spooky, my friends, and I'll see you in the sequel.